90% of Americans say the economy is a top issue for them, versus only 38% for transgender rights. The Bulwark had a lengthy piece on it. Marc Caputo writes, Trump goes all in on anti-trans. Is it the economy, stupid? Not for Donald Trump's presidential campaign. These days, its closing message on TV may as well be, it's the trans, you fools. And Marc is with us now. Is there a chance that boys and girls sports is a proxy for something else other than just boys and girls sports?
Yeah, there's really two ways to look at a campaign when it comes down to messaging. You're going to message on policy and you're going to message on values or character. And so economy, immigration, these are policy debates that tie in to various kind of character or values related issues. The transgender issue is sort of just wholly or almost completely a character-related issue. And the Trump campaign gambit is this, is that they needed to drag down Kamala Harris's favorability ratings and her top line in the ballot against Donald Trump by essentially telling voters, hey, this person believes things that you don't believe and that you think are, in the words of one of the ads, insane. And that is why they've just gone all in on this, which is to just drag down her favorability.
I wonder if they've also gone because it's been working, right? Because when this ad went on the air, it was in the beginning of college football season, right after the convention for Kamala Harris. And if you think about when her numbers started to go down and Donald Trump's numbers started to go up, it was about the same time. What do you make of they have this ad now in Spanish?
Yeah, they have the ad in Spanish. They've done 3 versions, and I'm told they're probably going to do more. If you think about public opinion concerning trans issues, it's essentially a triangle. And what I mean by a triangle is there's 3 edges where the public opinion starts to break against trans people. And that is natal males in women's sports, that is trans women in women's sports, subsidies for trans surgeries, and trans surgeries and puberty blockers for minors. When you look at the polling, those 3 issues are what the public, a majority or a plurality, are generally against. And Trump's campaign is going to probably be hitting each one of those, I'm told, in its subsequent messaging. You know, we got 11 days left, so stay tuned.
It's interesting that Kamala Harris was asked about this issue, specifically in her interview on Fox News. Take a listen.
Are you still in support of using taxpayer dollars to help prison inmates or detained illegal aliens to transition to another gender?
I will follow the law, and it's a law that Donald Trump actually followed. You're probably familiar with, now it's a public report, that under Donald Trump's administration, these surgeries were available on a medical necessity basis to people in the federal prison system.
I'm thinking that answer doesn't make anybody happy. It doesn't make the pro-trans rights group that boys must be allowed to play in girls' sports happy. And it doesn't make certainly sort of Team Normal that says 70% of America, 70, 80% of America that says no, boys shouldn't play in girls' sports happy. I'm wondering why is it, or what does the Harris campaign see in splitting the baby on this, for lack of a better term?
I think this is just the candidate deciding this is how she's going to answer the question, which is essentially avoiding answering the question. And that, to the Trump campaign, is what makes the ad and this issue so powerful, is not only does the polling indicate that the public, the voting public, is on Trump's side on this and not on Kamala Harris's, she doesn't have a real answer for this. You see, on the economy, she can fight back and say, look, his tariff plan is a tax plan. On immigration, she can fight back and say, hey, he killed the immigration bill. He just wants to use this as a political football. There's no real response, as you just played there, for the trans matter, except for her to sort of say, well, Donald Trump did it too. That's not really true when it comes to the advocacy. And then the other issue about the ad that the Trump campaign says is very effective, and they study these things before they spend all this money, that is, they research it, is that this is Kamala Harris speaking in her own words. It's not a tear sheet from a newspaper headline that says she said something. This is her verbalizing, and that makes it very powerful.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.